And we're
All right.
live.
I want to thank everyone for being here. I'm totally honored that you are. We're expecting some more people. I think up to 20 people signed up from all over the U.S., which is really neat. And Galaxy, what's your name? Galaxy S8 Plus. What is your name, please?
Is that mine?
Yes.
Yes.
Dorothea.
Hi, Dorothea. Welcome.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for being here. All right. I'll try to remember it. All right, great. So what we'll do tonight, as we've done in the past, we'll work with people, and I will do everything I can to try to help you to feel better. And that's my only desire and my only wish. So we do this once a month, and we will be live each time. And we just have, I'd like to have a good time. I'll try to answer questions. I'll work with anyone who wants me to, and whoever doesn't want me to work with them, just, let me know. And, or if you want a blessing, I can do that, but I do that within myself. I don't say that publicly. And, just let me know, and we'll just take it from there. Other than that, let's see here. What I'm trying to do on my phone is I only have me on there in the little corner. Do you know of anything I can do to fix that, Lynn?
Sorry, can you clarify?
Oh, there, now I got you. So
One.
I'm always in the corner, and whoever else.
Swipe to your right. Oh, wait a minute. Where'd you go?
I'm back here.
Oh, there you are. Okay, maybe swipe the other way.
There we go. All right, now I have 4 people, but
Oh, yeah, you'd have to swipe some more to see others. You're better off to maybe take a look at everyone through the computer screen as opposed to
okay,
your...
that's what I've been doing. All right, that's fine.
Okay.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. All right, so Sue Cavis, you made it in. Thank you. Wonderful. Good to see you.
Good to
I'll
see
be
you.
in Phoenix coming up, but I think in about another 9 days or something like that.
8 days. 8 days now.
Yes. And real briefly, I just want to mention we went from 77 degrees, and the next day it is literally going to be 5 below tonight with wind chill. Well, with or without wind chill, I don't know yet. And so that's an 82-degree drop or something like that. And but it's sunny today, and we also had about 6 inches of snow. So from 77. All right. Let me see here. For some reason, I'm feeling nervous tonight. This is different. It's good, I guess. I don't know. There must be some rhyme or reason to it. Maybe it's the spirit that's moving through me. I don't know. And all right. Any questions? Anything I can try to answer or work with you with or whatever, please. Anything from anyone. Any comments whatsoever? Anything that's happened with people since I've last worked with them? Please, anyone. Yvonne. Hi, Yvonne, can you hear? All right. Well, let me see here. If anyone has any questions or anything, write it in your, type it out in the chat window. And then, during the whole thing, I'll try to answer them, or Lynn will relate them to me to make it easier. And if anyone is interested in having an appointment with me, type it out or ask Lynn to go ahead and send you the information. So that could be taken care of and made easy for you. All right. So, all right. Sue, great. Is there anything in particular you'd like me to work with, my friend?
Well, I've been doing pretty well with my recovery from my neck surgery, which was 10 months ago now, 9 or 10
Yes.
months ago.
Yes.
But I've been really irritated lately I seem to be losing a little bit of my hearing, and I've got this tinnitus that drives me crazy at night. So what kind of magic can you do for my hearing?
Let's see what God here wants. All right. And you felt the energies before, is that correct, hon?
Yeah.
All right. I was just curious. It doesn't matter if a person feels the energies or not, because something's still happening regardless. And it might not be the most obvious thing in the world to them for that moment, but for most people it is. And for other people, as soon as they walk out the door, they'll notice something has changed, or as when they're walking down the street 2 weeks or 2 months later, they'll say, oh my God, when did this leave me? If that should happen or be, or some other dynamic could happen. And all right, what I'd like to do is have you close your eyes and focus on your ears. And I'm going to put my hands on your ears. And you tell me not to suggest you should feel anything, but if you should, tell me if you notice a difference, hon. Bless you.
Yeah, I do. I feel like there's pressure in the canals.
And just keep focusing on that pressure, okay? And tell me what happens with it.
It almost feels like it's draining down my neck.
And with your eyes closed, take a deep breath, slow motion, all the way down into your belly. And slowly and gently, slow motion out of your mouth. What just happened?
Not sure. I was concentrating on the breath. Well, this time I felt kind of almost a little pop, a little release in the ears. On the right side more than the left. The left feels like it's still a little plugged.
There.
Yeah.
All right, now open up your eyes and move your head around a little bit. And tell me if you notice a difference. And be candid, please.
Yeah, I think it's a little, it is decreased.
Okay, good. Let's see what more happens from this, because it's an exponential dynamic healing is. Healing is exponential.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's see what more happens.
Mhm.
Awesome.
I'm anxious.
Yes, yes, yes. Here too. I'm anxious to find out. And please, everyone, two things. One, if you do want to donate something, please at the website, and that's fine. And if not, that's fine too. And the other thing is, what I would definitely like, if you notice changes in your life or how you notice the change, if you can put it in a really small paragraph of what it was like before and what has happened since within the next 2 days, that would really be good for me, obviously, because I'll use it, but I'll change your name if you want. And also, what it is good for you as well. There's an acknowledgement within you. So please, if you do notice change in that, I'd appreciate that if you sent that. All right, Miss Cabas, Sue Cabas, anything in particular you'd like me to work with, or any questions or anything I can try to offer?
Not for me. But
You have someone else.
Jim just had his left cataract done. Now he's in the other room. Is that okay?
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, maybe you could say, or just say a prayer for him.
I would be glad to. I have to laugh. It's almost as though I saw him later saying, "Whoa, I should get the other one done. This one's really good."
He's already had the other one done.
Oh, he said,
That's why he said it before. He had
"Oh,
this one done. It's already been
okay," because he said it for that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, funny. All right. Hi, Christina. How are you?
Hi, Mark. Good. How are you?
Very well. Good to see you.
You too. You too.
Give my love to Steve and your daughter.
I will. He's here.
Hey, how you doing, Steve? Anything in particular, my dear?
I was just talking to Steve about that. It's kind of a weird thing that's been happening. So first, I just want to say thank you for helping me the last several months. It's really, I'm finally coming out of that cloud. So I'm feeling really,
Love
really
it.
good. Yeah. Yeah. Lots of things changing, Mark. But,
Good.
the one thing, I guess, I don't know how to ask this question. So what's been happening to me lately is that I've been very in tune with certain, I guess, emotions or anxiety. You had mentioned something about anxiety. Maybe it was me. Like I'll wake up feeling anxious and getting the feeling of something's going to happen, and then it happens. So I've been getting a lot of that coincidence stuff happening, and I'm just trying to figure out, like, what am I supposed to see in that? What is that about? I don't know if there's an answer to that question.
I think that when we start to take care of emotional dilemmas or situations in our life, things start to even keel when we realize dynamics happening and we no longer are reactive to them, or we understand them. That's when, or that's not only when, but that's also what is needed to be more cognizant of dynamics. We have the potential for that, for the future seeing, or for the intuitive to come through, which is the inner teaching.
Yes, that makes sense. It makes sense.
Okay.
Because it's a situation where, like, I get anxious and I feel it, like I could feel other people's energy and that anxiousness from them. And then I wake up, and for me, I think it's more of an eye opener of, like, okay, wants to pull me back into that, but I have a different awareness about it.
Yeah, and as long as you're cognizant, but even if you get pulled back into it, there's still the potential for that. You'll find it happening more often,
Right.
which is fine. But don't try to practice doing that, because then you're not in it anymore.
Correct. Correct. That makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah. But if I had to pick one thing, my neck's been bothering me.
All right, all right. Tell me what you might be experiencing there, Christina, if you should.
I just feel a lot of like cold wind and energy kind of swirling around my neck area.
It's really good for you, as often as you can during the day, just to, whenever you're catching yourself at your desk at work,
Okay.
just to all of a sudden just drop yourself and drop your mind. Drop your mind without the thinking, without the analyzing, without the critiquing, without doing anything or figuring out or anything else. Just dropping your mind and say, hey, take over, boss. You know, and try to imagine what that taking over might be like in your day.
Okay. Good. That makes sense. Yeah. It makes sense.
You
Thank
rock.
you, Mark. Thank you.
Awesome. Hey, Mark Panzer. Are you there? Hey, Mark. Can you hear?
Hi, Mark.
How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
Very, very well. Good to see your name.
Yes, I don't know what's going on. My camera light is on, but I don't see any picture. So,
It may be covered.
no, it's not. I did do that before, though. A friend suggested putting electrical tape over it, but I took it off.
All right. How about, and on the bottom left where it says start video, doing something like that?
I see.
The video is actually already started.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's okay. We can hear him.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. So how's your son?
Well, actually, I just sent you a little private message about him. My son is really suffering from an extreme anxiety to the point where it turns into a paranoia, and it prevents him from leaving the house. He's not able to work. He doesn't want to be alone, meaning without me around, but he doesn't want to be in the presence of other people because he doesn't know what they're going to say. And he has this severe social phobia where when he's in a social situation, even a small one, this block seems to come up and he just doesn't know what to say. And it's like he can't understand what's happening around him.
Oh, yeah. How old is he?
3.
He's 3 years old?
33.
33. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, how long has he been exhibiting this? Just curious.
Well, He was always a quiet kid, but he was a high honor roll student, excelled in sports, did everything. And when his best friend committed suicide when he was 14, I don't know if you recall this from when we were at your apartment, but it was a while ago that we were there, so maybe not. But
How
yeah,
many years ago was that?
pardon?
How many years ago was that?
That would have been 19 years ago.
Wow.
So long time ago, and he just kind of went down the tubes. He turned to alcohol and different drugs, and he's been clean from that for a good 5 years of everything. All he does is smoke cigarettes. So, you know, he's done great in that way.
All right, Mark, is he seeking help, medical help?
Yes, he has a psychiatrist, and they actually come out to the house once a month. The psychiatrist, yeah,
Okay.
and
All right.
his
So what? Okay.
therapist comes out once a week.
All right, Mark. What I'd like to do is say a prayer for him, if you don't mind.
No, I'd appreciate it.
What about yourself, young man?
I'm doing pretty well. Still having some neurological problems, but you know, I'm getting by, doing all right.
What kind of, real briefly, what kind of neurological problem?
I have a rare nerve disease, or I should say I was diagnosed with a rare nerve disease called CIDP, chronic inflammatory demyelinating polyneuropathy.
Where is it?
It's extremities, legs, arms.
All righty. And the mylation, do you sense that in your fingers and all?
Not so much in my fingers. I do have it in my fingers, but it's worse in my feet and lower legs where I have no sensation at all. I actually cut myself. I had 14 stitches and I didn't even feel it.
Right. Yes, I understand that. All right. Now, what I'd like to do is work with, where is that noise coming from? Do you have any idea, Lynn?
It's coming from Mark's
Oh, okay.
background.
All right. All right. So what I'd like to do is, Mark, is it on both legs and both arms?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me, you may or may not, and you don't have no sense at all of feeling. It's you don't even feel the numb. Is that correct?
That's correct. But the odd thing is that I feel burning and pain.
Okay.
But
All right, that's fine. All right, Mark, what I'd like you to do is to try to sense your, let's see, my right, your left leg. Matter of fact, at your ankle. if you can sense something.
Okay.
And I know you can't, but if you could, what would it feel like if you should?
It would feel like a twisted ankle, sort of, a pain like that,
Okay. And
like
keep
roll your
focusing.
ankle.
All righty. And keep focusing on that and tell me what it might change into, if it should.
Well, I do feel something. I feel a warmth, and I moved my ankle and it popped. So that,
Now, touch your foot and tell me if you feel anything with your hand. I mean, in your foot.
no, not really.
All right. And can you sense anything if you were to step on it?
I'll give it a try.
Just a real short brief.
No. No, I have no sensation in it.
All right. And do you still feel the warmth inside of it?
Yes.
And is it staying at one place, or is it beginning to encroach into other areas?
It's in the same area, but spreading a bit.
All right, good. Good. What I'd like you to do from now on is to remember that warmth and try to imagine where it spreads on its own. It has its own mind. And it's like a consciousness. And just perceive where, at times, where it might have spread to from now on in your life.
Okay.
All right? Good.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens with that then.
Okay.
Awesome.
Great.
Thanks
Thank
for
you,
being
Mark.
here, Mark. Yeah.
Thank you.
How wonderful. How lovely. And Cynthia, Miss Ray, how are you?
I'm muted by the host. Now I'm unmuted by the host. Okay, hello.
You're not being controlled.
Yeah, that's good.
Excellent, excellent. Anything in particular you'd like me to work with, hon? I'm going to be seeing you in Seattle.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that class. As
Yes,
always, it'll be wonderful.
yes,
That's good.
yes, yes.
Well, with your, well, here's the thing, is recently, like old memories of old traumas from childhood come up, and they kind of come up and go out, which is all good. But now I'm left with this huge well of like, there's this kind of darkness and shame and things like that. And I get rid of it, and I let go of that, and then and let go of whatever the sorrow and grief is, and let go of it. And it's good for a while, and then it comes back. There's just a lot of it. Let's put it that way. You know, and so I'd like to be lightened up of that. I'd like to be able to let go of it, and let go of it out of my body and out of my mind and out of my being for once and for all. How about that? And I'm working on it little bits at a time, but it'd be nice to do a bigger chunk at a time. Does that make sense?
It does. It's a big chunk. And,
Yes, yes.
And I understand. And some of this, what we'll do is we'll work with the stuff when I come to Seattle.
Okay.
And but right now, I think the big thing that I want to mention is it wouldn't be coming up, the memories and
Right.
the shock traumas of the experience, unless it was being come out.
Exactly. Which is I'm grateful for.
Yes. So with that, we have this golden opportunity to observe it versus our normal reaction
Mm-hmm.
is to participate in it and remember it. And there's a difference in that observation versus the being in the memory of reacting like we did back then, whenever that was. So now, here's our opportunity to say, oh, okay, I'm experiencing this traumatic thing, the shock trauma that happened with me. And, you know, oh, wait a second. Let me look at this like I'm stepping out of myself and I'm looking at myself. And as you're doing that, you're disassociating in a real way by observing objectively. And you can see you, and you can even go up to you and hug you.
Mm-hmm.
And saying, hey, look, you know, I know you're back then. And, you know, but look at me now, it's different. And you can have that person that's you actually, you know, acknowledge that in some way, however they do it. They might break down and cry as they're hugging you,
Mm-hmm.
or they might, you know, say, yeah, I understand. And then they get to see them in the future. Does this make sense, hon?
It does.
But if we do that objectively, it becomes real. And the shock trauma heals. And it's no longer the experience of it, it's the wisdom of it, that we don't have to keep experiencing it. It turns into wisdom from the experience into knowing, into wisdom. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually stepping out and doing the activity of doing that, of, you know, meeting that other person who was in that shock trauma
Right.
and helping them to understand. At first, that little girl or that younger girl, they may not understand what you're trying to get across, so you're going to relate to them in your mind as if you're talking to her, because you are. You're actually talking to her. And as she understands, there'll be a ripple effect all throughout all the futures. All the futures, all the aspects of the future will be changed leading up until now, the current time. Capiche?
Capiche.
That means I love Starbucks in German.
Oh no, I'm more of a better living through coffee person. That's the name of the shop in our town. But yes. Okay.
I'm
thank
telling
very
you. And so, let me do something with you as well. And it's going to take a concerted effort on your part
Yes, it always is.
Yes, very important to take that activity, to be active in that and do that. It only takes maybe a minute or
Right.
2 or 3 minutes maximum. Just one time. One time.
Yeah, I'll try that, because what I was doing is just kind of letting it go and trying to fill it with light or something. But what you're talking about is a little bit more interactive.
That's suppressing it.
Yeah, apparently.
That's what the world's taught to do. Fill it with light. That's nice.
Yeah, and
That's
then what?
nice.
That's what
Yeah,
causes,
until
that's
it
what
comes up
causes it.
again.
Yeah, exactly.
But if we can meet it, we can beat it
Mm-hmm.
just by meeting it. All right, Danielle, you want to work now?
Oh, it's because hi.
Hi.
I was trying to get my camera to work and I've been messing around with it, but it's not working. So it tells me to exit out of the meeting and get back in.
Oh,
So
okay.
hopefully it's working. So I just gave it a heads up. I'm not leaving. I'm coming back.
All right.
Well, we can hear you if you want to just continue.
Yeah?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I don't want to cut into Cynthia's time.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. All right. And so, Cynthia, is everything understood?
Yes. Yeah. I thank you very much.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Great. You're up, Danielle.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you. Well, thank you for having me.
Sure.
Yvonne invited me to the circle today. Thank you,
Hey,
Yvonne.
Vaughn.
And thankfully I am well, but I was hoping to get a prayer for my mother and for my father. My mom has sciatica and she's been, getting treatments and she's doing a little bit better, but the pain is also coming back. And my father, his right hand started like closing up and he's not able to move it as much anymore. They're both around 56. But yeah, I was just hoping for a little prayer for them.
The sciatica, is it on the right side?
It is on the left
Okay.
side.
My right.
Oh yeah.
I am so dyslexic. I really am. All right. And all right, so what I'm going to do, and please, if they should experience anything, it's really important that you write me a little paragraph
Okay, absolutely. Mhm.
of what it was like before and if anything has happened since, okay?
Absolutely, yes. Mhm.
Within a couple days.
Okay. I'm gonna be
2
asking
days is
them.
the limit.
They believe, so I'll let them know as well.
All right.
So that'd be perfect. I'm gonna be asking,
All right.
are you okay? How you doing? Every 3 minutes.
No.
Just kidding.
All right. She doesn't do any walking at all?
She does. She is a server at a hotel.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
So
my
she's-
God.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Well, I get it. I understand. And what about your dad?
He is he works for a landscaping company. And he's
Okay.
always working with his hands nonstop.
Yeah.
He's always working.
Oh, those poor guys. All right, and your dad's right hand, you said?
Yeah, yes. Mhm.
And I'm personally feeling a tremendous amount of the energies coming out of his hand,
Mm.
where the what do they call it, constricture
Mhm.
is happening. And so let's see what we can do about that. All right, let's see what happens. And anything with you, my friend?
Um, hmm, I I'm okay, thankfully. Yeah, I'm
All
good.
right, awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
All right, my pleasure, my honor. May I ask a blessing on you?
Yes, please. Please, please, please.
All right, all right, all right.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Miss Yvonne. Hi.
How are you?
And how are you?
I'm good, good. Woke up with a little stiff low back. Kind
Oh no.
of moving a little slow, but I'm doing okay. Doing good. I
Good.
could just request. I'm requesting some little prayer and a little healing on my back.
Sure.
That's okay.
Yes. Yes. How's your daughter?
She's okay. She's here. She's getting over all that with her friend Gaspar, but she's feeling a little better. She has her moments.
All right, good. Did she take to heart what we talked about?
Yes. And she's going to make an appointment to come see you.
Okay. All right, good.
Definitely.
Let me work with your back if you don't mind.
Oh, please. It's my right side.
Okay. I'm terrible at sides. I see one side and it's the other one always.
Okay.
Whatever it is.
Yeah. On the right side. Yeah.
All right.
You see there?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
If you should go right in the small of your, stand up for a second and put your thumb in the back, right, a little higher. No, yeah. Hold it there. Now, move it up. and to your right. Let me see where you're hitting. Right there, if you were, it's right
Yep.
above your bone. Is that the spot?
Yes. Yes.
Push it in. Tell me when it breaks.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Oh,
Now, move around a little bit and tell me if you notice a
Felt-
difference. What's that?
yeah, I felt like that pressure, something just went down my leg.
There you go. There you
Yeah.
go. If you remind it once in a while, it'll retain the memory longer and longer and correct the situation.
Got it.
Just once in a while, not all the time.
Okay.
If we do it all the time, then we're creating a fixation where something's going to have to constantly happen again and again and again. So
we
you
don't
just
want it to be.
remember it. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
cool.
Oh,
Cool.
wow. Good. Thank you. Awesome.
Blessings. Thank you.
Thank you.
Lauren Marie, hi.
Hey, Mark.
There you go. Hi, how are you?
I'm well. How are you doing?
Very, very well. You're living in Sedona?
I am.
Wow.
I know. Excited to be here. And then tomorrow I go to Chicago at like 5 in the morning.
Oh my
So-
God.
Yeah. You know how that is.
Yes, yes, quite often.
Yeah.
And so, how do you like coming home every day having red mud all over you?
Oh, I love it. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Yeah.
All right.
It's good.
All right, that's good. So, anything in particular, young lady?
For me right now, so when I wake up in the morning, or sometimes I'll be up with it, but I have 3 fingers, and sometimes my whole hand and wrist will fall asleep. Sometimes it's only on my right hand, and sometimes it's both. And I think it's connected with something in my neck. So I don't know what it is, but the last time I saw you in Phoenix, I know that there was like a lot of energy moving through and at a rapid rate, and my whole body would shake like I was having seizures when energy would be moving in. And I have a feeling that it's something to do with that. But
Yeah, and it might be. It might be. Also, it might be positioning when you're sleeping. And especially if you are you conscious if you sleep with your arms above like this?
I sleep on my stomach with my arms above, yeah.
Yeah,
So something with that.
yes. Yes,
And in my neck, that can be part of it too.
yes,
Okay.
yeah. That's what I saw.
Okay, great. That's great. Beautiful.
All right, but I'd still like to work with it. Can you put your right hand down?
Sure.
And also, do you get right here in your elbow? Do you have if you were to push in the space in between your joints there, is it a little tender? It's okay if it's not.
Not that I noticed. Oh yeah, it is. You know, I broke this whole arm and hand in 3 places. It was like over here.
Okay.
It could just be from that. So.
And that's another aspect of it.
Okay.
And so I'm going to work with that a little bit. And the same thing that I did with the other young lady with pushing in, if you were to push into that little space a little bit where it's a little tender.
Here?
Yeah, push in on it. Hold it for a second. There was a little bit of relief there. Did you notice that, hon?
Uh-huh.
All right. If you do that once in a while, that will remind it of its regeneration.
Okay,
Just every once in a while.
great.
Awesome. Cool. 1 second here. There, I felt the flow. It was like a life force flowing through.
Yeah.
Wonderful. All right, let's see what happens with that.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you
Thanks,
so much.
Mark. Good to see you.
You too. You too. All right, Daniela. Are you there?
Sure, yes.
All right. How are you?
Good, good, good. We did my parents.
Yes.
Yes,
And
yes,
but what about you? There's something.
yes. Hmm. I guess there is a little something.
What is it?
Let me think. I'm thinking. Well, overall, I feel well, but I guess I could. I'm tuning into my body right now, and I am feeling a little bit of my right side, a pinched nerve again towards my back, my lower back. I wouldn't say it's like it's sciatica bad, but it's a little pinched. Maybe I felt like I slept wrong,
Do you
but
exercise?
not as much as I should.
If you did,
Honestly.
that might, if you find the correct exercise,
Mhm.
maybe even Yvonne can help you with that.
Mhm.
That would strengthen that muscle in there to work with the nerve.
Mhm. Okay.
But in the meantime, let me do a little bit with you, okay?
Thank you.
All right, hon.
Wow. Thank you. I felt it start like pulsing.
And the
Not in a
pulsing,
bad way, like a good pulse, like I felt like the energy started like distributing.
good, good, good.
Thank you. You picked up my call. You picked up my call that I sent out, and well, maybe there is something I didn't want to say, but thank you.
My pleasure, my honor, my honor. Ruth, how are you, my friend?
I'm good. So I would like some more treatment on my right foot, especially on
Okay,
the sole of the foot. Yeah.
all
And
right,
the big toe, the next toe over, etc.
excellent.
And I wanted to say what you were working on with Cynthia.
Yes,
That was really insightful for me also. I realize I've done that in the past to heal from parental trauma.
I understand.
And yeah,
That exercise is really awesome to do.
yeah,
And I didn't know it before. It's an exercise now, though.
yes.
And so utilize it. And it came out of my mouth for that reason, for people to hear it.
Thank you. And thanks, Cynthia, too, for expressing it.
Yeah. All right. All right. Let's see what happens with that young lady if you get long-term relief on that.
Okay. Thank you, Mark.
My pleasure. Also, everyone, please don't forget tomorrow is the question and answer thing for any kind of spiritual questions or about healing, spirituality, intuition, anything. Don't forget about that. And it's on the Facebook page, the link to that. So please. And hopefully we're going to have a heck of a lot of people involved. And a lot of people have already sent me their questions. So let's see, who else? Is there anyone else here that I have not worked with? Lynn? Sue? Did I work with you? Okay.
Dorothea.
Dorothea, that's who it is. Okay. Hiding on me, Dorothea.
Oh, I'm here.
All right, good to see you. Good to see you,
Good
Dorothea.
to see you.
Anything in particular, my dear?
Well, yes. On my left side of my back, I was having, I think they were kidney stones. It's gotten much better with my attention to it. But
Good.
other than that, that I think is the main thing right now. Just trying to heal that and make sure it's working properly.
All right,
On the
and
left
you
side.
did address it, though. Is that correct?
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
Good. Okay. It's almost like the tissue is bruised.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to see if we can help it to remember to heal quicker or quicken its healing.
Good.
I felt the flow, a gentle flow through it. So let's see what happens with that.
Thank you.
My honor, my pleasure, my total pleasure. And Lynn, anything in particular, my dear?
Well, there was a hand thing where my fingers would look like they're actually dead. And then I would rub them together until they come back to life.
Is it a cramping?
Nope. Nope. They just start going cold, and then before I know it, I have no sensation in them, and then I go like this, and I just keep rubbing them, and they come back finally. But it just happens every so often. I don't know why.
Do they, for how long has it been happening like that? How many years?
A good 2, at least 2.
Does it change color?
Oh yeah, my fingers literally look dead.
Okay.
Yeah. You could compare them to a dead person's fingers and they'd look exactly the same.
Boy, you can get away with robbing banks with that.
I still have fingerprints.
That's true too. All right. So, let's see what.
It's really bad for grabbing things though, because there's no sensation.
Yeah, I saw.
I wouldn't be able to get away with the money.
Oh boy. Forget the banks. Tell me if you sense something happening now. Do you feel that? I can't hear you.
Sorry, I had myself muted. Yes, so the slight tingling went to like really intense tingling. It feels the same as when it goes from being dead to coming back to life again.
And keep me updated what's happening with it, please.
The sensation is oh, it's going to my thumbs now. My thumbs, were they ever an issue? I don't know. It's mainly my fingers. Yeah. Now the tingling is just slowly fading away.
Now, I don't know if you can tell any difference now compared to before.
The only way I'd be able to tell is if they didn't go dead anymore.
All right. Or less often or not at all. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be curious to know, please,
Yeah.
if you don't mind.
Yeah, because sometimes it's just from the knuckle to the end. Sometimes it's the whole finger.
Okay.
So, but yeah, either hand, there's no rhyme or reason. I figure that maybe at one point I had suffered frostbite.
Don't know. Yeah, maybe. That's a possibility. I don't know. Sue, anything for you?
I don't think so. I enjoyed when you were working on the gal's hip and putting the finger in the spot. I did that also.
Yay.
Yeah.
Good, good, good.
It's really intermittent with me, but that does work. I think that I'm going to use
Yes.
that part with other people too.
Yes. Not enough to hurt them, but if you put just a little bit, a person, if you just barely touch, another person's might say, ow, that's painful. For them, they may think that you're a lot deeper, but you're just barely touching them because it's your intent that's doing it.
Okay, so when you're working on yourself, though, it's your own intent can do it? Or
Yes.
you working, though, through her finger, but she could do it herself, too, right?
Now she can.
Now she can, yes.
Yes. She wouldn't have been able to before. And anyone here who does it, now they can.
Now they can.
Even if you've been able to do that before, but now something else has clicked inside your body. Not only your consciousness, but your body as well. And you'll see that it affects you differently than it might have ever before. Just something that happens.
Okay.
Any other questions or comments, please? Yvonne, anything? Anyone?
Oh, just feeling good.
Great
All right.
work. What goes through your mind, Mark, when this is happening? Like, what do you visualize when you're doing the healing?
When I'm doing the healing, like with Lynn just now, my hands were actually inside of her arm.
Okay.
And I was there. I
Okay.
was there. And that's how I know in people when I say, oh, there. And I'll say, what happened there? And they know that something's happened because I'm actually there with them inside of that part.
Okay. Wow. That's beautiful.
Okay.
And we all can do this. And that's, you know, I teach it. Yeah.
Thank you.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you so much. And I'm totally honored. We're running a little bit late, which is nice. I don't mind this time.
Good.
All righty.
It was a great circle.
Good. Please don't forget the note if you notice change within a couple days' time. I'd appreciate it. Just a little bit of what it was like before and what happened since. And I'm honored to work with you. I thank you so much. Everyone, Dorothea, and Yvonne, and Danielle, and the Sues, and and everyone else that was here. Blessings
Have
to
a
you
good
all.
night.
Yvonne, too, yay.
Thank you. Have a good night, all.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you so much.